At the end of this video, you'll know what an Azure Compute service is, you'll know about the most popular Azure Compute services, and you'll know how to decide on which Azure Compute service to use. So what is an Azure Compute service? An Azure Compute service is a service that provides processing power to deploy, run, and manage applications. Now, what are the benefits of using these Azure Compute services? Azure Compute services are cloud-based, meaning Microsoft manages the hardware for you. They're flexible, with a variety of options that let you decide on if you want more control or ease of use when building your cloud solution. And they're scalable, with compute services that allow you to vertically scale with a larger application with more RAM, CPU, and storage, or horizontally scale where you can have multiple applications of the same size to handle more load, or even both with horizontal and vertical scaling. Now let's go over the most popular compute services. Please note that we're not discussing all Azure Compute services. If you want to see the full list of Azure Compute services, I've added a link in the description. First up, virtual machines. An Azure virtual machine is the most traditional cloud service. It gives you basically everything involved with a machine except for the hardware. You have complete control and can do anything you want with a VM. The downside being that you must fully maintain the service, operating system upgrades, patches, and install the necessary tools and runtimes that your solution needs. And VMs come in many shapes and sizes, with different variations of CPU, RAM, and storage. I've added a link in the description for you to learn more about VM types. Kubernetes is a container orchestration tool that is both powerful and complex. And with Azure Kubernetes Service, you can create a managed Kubernetes cluster in just a few clicks, which is super helpful because creating a cluster on your own would be both complex and time-consuming. AKS has built-in Azure integrations to monitor and upgrade your cluster and make it easy to use in hybrid and multi-cloud environments. AKS is built to handle complex microservices, edge IoT, and AI apps. OpenAI's ChatGPT is an example of an AI app that uses Azure Kubernetes Service. There's no other platform as a service offering that's more used than Azure App Service. If an organization wants to move to the cloud or modernize their legacy applications, App Service is a great place to start. Compared to other PaaS offerings, Azure App Service is one of the most customizable, with many features to deploy, run, and manage your applications. Azure Container Apps is a fully managed container platform. It makes it easy to run, manage, scale, and do more with single and multi-container applications. It's built on Azure Kubernetes Service, letting you get the power of Kubernetes without the hassle of managing a Kubernetes cluster. It has built-in Azure and microservice tooling that helps you get to a completed microservice solution quickly and easily. Azure Functions is a serverless solution that's perfect for when you have event-driven tasks that require limited custom code. Functions are great for automation solutions, with built-in features that make triggering a function and processing data easy. Azure Functions can also be very cost-effective, with different pricing options that give you a great bang for your buck. Azure Logic Apps let you build simple applications without any code. Azure Logic Apps has hundreds and hundreds of built-in connectors to let you set up third-party integration and automation solutions easy. And Azure Logic Apps has a visual workflow designer that makes getting started straightforward. Azure Static Web Apps make hosting modern websites easy. There's built-in automated deployments, global distribution, security, and additional Azure integrations. And Azure Static Web Apps gives you a lot for a little. Because hosting static websites costs close to nothing, there's a lot you can do with Azure Static Web Apps for free before you need to upgrade the service. So how do we choose our Azure Compute service? You can come to the Azure Architecture Center, which has established best practices and patterns, and you can come down to Choose a Compute Service. Within the Choose a Compute Service section, there's this decision-making diagram that you can use to help you decide the right compute service. You can also follow the documentation within the Azure Architecture Center to learn more about the different types of compute services to decide how to choose one. And if you're still unsure on what compute service to use, let me know in the comments, and I'm happy to get back to you on what I think is the best compute service for your situation. If you want to learn more about these Azure Compute services, I've added links about each service within the description. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.